Hello and welcome to this tutorial in how to make this tiny tower. It's a tiny little tower this is, made out of stone and wood. Let's go through it here. We have an entrance floor with some nice armor stands, we have a bedroom, and we have a vantage point. This will do really well as a starter base or something like that, and it'll look grand on top of a hill or something like that. In the basement we have storage and quite a few chests actually there. So that is the inside of the tower. You can combine it with wall sections that I will show in a later tutorial to make a corner. You can do a keep, which is just basically a variant of it, a little bit of a bigger variant. And here's the wall section finally here. Just to give you an indication of what is to come. Now the wall section, yeah, you can't go up from the outside. But you do have also a nice little, nice little basement to the wall sections where you can go around and shoot the feet of skeletons. Now you can take all these bits and combine them into this tiny castle. Now this would be really cool, either as a base or as some sort of minigame place, I think, personally. So you enter, and you have a nice little gateway. Or gatehouse, and then we will show off this keep. So it's the same deal really. You have a floor which is an entrance floor. You have a nice double bed with some nice little windows there, arrow slits, and an upstairs with a nice flag. And in the basement you have more chests and also a little secret path here to the wall. Yeah, and this would be really good for some sort of minigame, I think. I can see many uses for it in that sort of context. And when we go underneath the wall or the gateway, we need to actually lower it down a little bit. That's why you see the bedrock there. You can also walk around on the wall sections. And each of these 4 little towers is a copy of what we are actually going to build in just a minute here. So this little tower, let's have a look at it. It's 5 by 5 in its base. So we start out by making a 3 long section here, and then another 3 long like that, leaving the diagonal, the corner piece alone. And that's the basic shape of the tower right there. I use stone bricks for this for now, and then we will spruce it up a little bit. Now we need to have the sort of what makes the tower a little bit sturdier. So place some random blocks. It could be cobble or andesite, or like I do in this case, a mix of mossy and andesite in that pattern. And now we need to place stairs on top of each one of those supports. Not like that, like that. And next up we need to raise the wall up on the inside here, 1 more block. And this part here is later on going to be our basement. We need to make some sort of, make it a bit rounder basically. So I place cobblestone walls, 1 taller than the supports on all 4 corners. And it just rounds the shape off nicely. And again it's time to raise the wall. So we place polished andesite in the corners here. And then normal stone bricks in the other slots here. Now the second one I placed there, that's actually going to be the door, so I'll remove that in a second. So to get up to this door we need a stair there. It can be any material. I think spruce looks really nice with stone. And then so we make a little stairway like that, make some supports like that, and build up the wall another 2 blocks to sort of a height that is just above the doorway. So the doorway is 2 blocks, and then another block on top. And then we need another 3 blocks on top of that. And this is where we're starting to round off the top of the tower. So we're placing some polished andesite in the corners here. And that's going to be sort of the start of the top here, and then 2 walls underneath on each side. And so what that does is hopefully give the tower a fairly rounded shape, even though we are talking Minecraft rounded, of course. Another block of andesite on top of the andesite. And then we're going to do the crenellation. So upside down stairs on all the center pieces of the walls. And then some blocks on top of the upside down stairs as well, such as this, and that gives us the rounded shape up top. Place some cobblestone walls on either side of those stone and brick blocks, and that is to prevent people from downstairs to be able to shoot at you, but so that you can shoot down at them. If you want to think defensively about this build. It is time to do something with the inside. So obviously on the same level as you enter, if you have the doorway where I put it, you place a bunch of slabs, like that. And then 2.5 blocks above that, you place another set of slabs. Now this is going to form the top floor, or the first floor. And then you dig down 1 block, put some cobble in place, and that's our basement right there. Yeah, and then up top, right in line with the top of the stone wall, you place the last floor. Now you can go with spruce or with oak. I've done one of each here. Actually, that's probably supposed to be spruce in my original idea anyway, but you know, pick what you fancy. So it's time to give this some more interest, so we place trapdoors around underneath all of the stone walls. And then we place windows like that, and the windows, you basically punch out 2 blocks and then place a stair and an upside down stair. And yeah, the window is not centered, but that doesn't matter, it still looks good. Medieval buildings were seldom very centered and things like that. If you go to old castles, we'll find that they're wonky in all sorts of nice ways. What does balance it a little bit here is that we have 2 sets of windows. One is wonky one way and the other is wonky the other way. So, taken as a whole, they're not wonky. Place some banners in, some other decorations as you fancy. We still need to place the door in. I think I do that now. Place it from the inside to give a bit more depth. So, for the flag, you build up a couple of blocks, I think 5 fences here. Place a bit of yellow wool and then a bit of green wool on top of it. There we go. Go out a little bit and back and do the same with the yellow, and then go down with the green to form this sort of triangular shape. You can do it a little bit how you want, of course, and I think in this case I felt it looked a bit weird, so I placed another green below it, below the yellow. And that is pretty much the tower, guys. That is pretty much the tower. Let's have a look at it. So what I really like about this tower is that it's really small. It's probably the smallest dimensions of a tower you can build in Minecraft without it looking completely bonkers, really. But yet it still functions as a nice early survival base with a bedroom, storage room, and a crafting room, if you will, or a kitchen if you want to do that in the entrance way. And still, it looks mighty snazzy. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!